Hello everyone and welcome back. This an introduction to Solid Edge for the tutorial session, and it's a continuation of part A and B, and now this one will be part C. And in this introduction, I will cover different aspects to make your experience with Solid Edge a very fruitful and very rewarding. And if you are new to the Solid Edge command, I would recommend you to watch the part A and B, and of course this one. Okay. In this video, I will cover rectangle by center, when you should use rectangle by center and rectangle by 2 points in an efficient way. Copy, move, and locate an object at different locations. Also, how you draw a line curve, and I'm going to show you three different approaches you can adopt, and you can choose which one you prefer. Also, like how can I accomplish curvature using either tangent circles or tangent arc, and also we'll talk about offset and how you use it efficiently to achieve your goals. And I will conclude the video by showing you how to move an object. Suppose you draw an object and you would love to put the object at the origin of the current axis or just at the center of the current axis, and so on. Okay, how you move it. Okay. So without further ado, let's go to Solid Edge and start the session. Suppose I have a plate here which is 250 by 250 and 16 thickness, and I would like to draw a rectangle, as you can see in the one here. I would like to put a rectangle here at the edge, a rectangle at the corner somewhere, and the rectangle at the edge, and the rectangle at the middle of the edge. So which way I should do it? Okay. If you are doing a rectangle at the corner or at completely to cover the whole edge, so this should be done by a rectangle by 2 points. Now for the one exactly a rectangle to be in the center of the edge, my recommendation to be by rectangle by center, and I will show you how to do it. Okay, so let's go to Solid Edge and see what we can do. Okay, so now first let me make another copy of this rectangle. So what I do is, if you are in synchronous mode, so what you need is just you highlight the object, so this will reveal the wheel. You see here, copy here, so I need to highlight that copy, so this way I make a copy. So now I click on the arrow, and then I can move it, and this way I have a copy. I'm going to leave it here and then go to the front again, and I'm going to go to skip. I'm going to reduce it a little bit. Okay, now let's move this, start work with this one first, the one in the middle. So okay, I want to put a rectangle at the corner here. So to do it at the corner, the best way to do it by rectangle by 2 points. So you click on the rectangle, choose rectangle by 2 points, and then what you need to do is just you go to the corner. Oh, let me lock myself to the surface. Okay, and then go to the corner, the menu, wait for the menu. Then I can put the width. I need the width, say 50, so I'm going to put 50, and the height is 20, so I'm going to put 20, enter, and then I go to the corner where I want to put it at the corner. So I'm going to click to lock, and then I'm going to click at the corner. Okay, now I need it to be like this. Okay, so I'm going to click. So this way I was able to put the rectangle at the corner. So now if I want to do a rectangle the whole edge, then the same thing is going to be rectangle by 2 points again. Rectangle by 2 points. Okay, which one is this one? So I'm going to go to rectangle by 2 points, rectangle by 2 points. Okay, and then go to the corner here. And instead you put the dimension. I'm gonna put the dimension while I'm doing the work. Okay, so what can I do? Just this will be faster. So you go to this way, where you have it. So you have it the 250, and the other one is I need to make it 20. So I'm gonna put 20, and then the rest I can click it very easy. So this way I do it very quicker than the other one. Then you put the dimension later. Okay, or you make that. Now, suppose I want to do a rectangle at the edge. As you can see here, I want to put a rectangle exactly in the middle of the edge. So to do that is the best way to do it, in my opinion, is the best way is just go to rectangle by center. And if I want to put here a rectangle which is 20 by 50, the best way to do it is rectangle by center and double the amount of the width. So instead I needed 20, so I make it 40. So I'm going to put what? I'm going to put 40 with 40, and the height I'm going to put, say, 60. So what I'm going to do is just look here, and I'm going to put it exactly in the center of the edge. Okay. Why I double it? Because I'm going to delete half of it. So this way I make sure that it is exactly in the middle. How I make sure in the middle? When I see the middle of the edge, I look at this. See this? I'm in the middle exactly. So what I need to do is just the next step is just to get a line, go to exactly in the middle of this rectangle and the other middle. Click. When you see the symbol for the middle, you click. So right click to get out, and now you get, since I'm locked, so I'm going to use the trim. Then I get rid of this. Okay. So this way I got a rectangle exactly in the middle of it. Now let me do that the extrusion. I can do that. Just click, select. I'm going to put the shift command. Click the shift. I'm going to click this one. Click this one. And click this one. Remove your finger from the shift. Click on the arrow. And say I want to go up. For example, like say 8 or 8 or 8 is fine. So this way I was able to do a rectangle at the core, at the edge, rectangle at the corner, rectangle through all of the edge, and a rectangle in the middle of the edge. Okay, so now let me delete these stuff. So because I need the rectangle again for something else. Okay, here it is. So now let's work with this one. Suppose also I have like a curve. So I'm gonna suppose I have this a round. So I'm gonna click on the round, get the edge here, and I needed 50. That's fine. And click on the edge here, 50. That's fine. Okay. So suppose I have let me move the other one too, and the other one here. When you see the line, you click on the line, so this will get it. So now let's go to the front plane. Suppose that I would like to put a rectangle by center at the center of the circle here, or the curve here. So you need to put rectangle at the center, means that I need to use rectangle by center. But if I need to put the edge of the rectangle at the center of the circle, best way to do it by 2 points. So let me see that let me show you that. For example, if I have rectangle by center, so I'm gonna put the value, which is 50 by 20 again. So I'm gonna put the width is 20, and the height is 50. Okay, that's fine. Enter. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to lock myself to this plane here, and then you see I touched the edge, so I can reveal the center. When I see concentric, I'm going to click. Okay, now if I want to put a rectangle, okay, so suppose I would like to put a rectangle exactly aligned with the center. So what I'm going to do is just highlight the center here and highlight the center here, then go down till I see the center of the whole shape. So here it is. You see the dashed line for horizontal and vertical. So now we click here. So now I'm gonna draw a rectangle by center, because I clicked on the center, and then put the dimension of this rectangle. If I want it, like say the width is say 10, enter, and the height say 60, enter. Okay, so this way I put it exactly in the center. Now if I would like to do at the center here, at the corner here, the center of the curve, an edge, the rectangle, but the edge of the rectangle at this location, then the best way to do is just, I'm going to say rectangle by 2 point. So I'm going to say rectangle by 2 point, highlight the edge, then come to the location. When you see concentric, I'm going to click, and then you move it to the direction you would like to see the rectangle. So if this, then you can put the width is say 50, and the height is a 20, okay, 50, and okay. So this way I put the corner here, the edge of the rectangle in the center of the curvature. Now I would like to put also like a rectangle, align the rectangle with the center of the shape. It means that, okay, I'm gonna, so the best way to do that, see here you put the rectangle exactly in the middle of the shape. Now I need to align the edge of the rectangle with the middle of the shape. Then I have to use what? Rectangle by 2 points. So I'm going to say rectangle by 2 points. That's fine. I'm going to say, okay, I need like 20, enter, and the other one is 50, say, enter, and I want it to be aligned with what? With the middle of the shape. So I know the middle of the shape is somewhere here. So I'm going to go this way. You see the line, the dotted, the red line. I'm going to click, or I can make it down. Okay, when you see the dotted line, I'm going to click. Okay, you want to rotate it, you want to make it this way, you want to make it the other way, you want to put it vertical or horizontal or whatever. It's up to you now. Okay, I'm going to say it. Okay, so this way I can do that, rectangles and so on. So now suppose I need to do like a group. So what I can do, just select, I'm going to click on this object and shift, click this here, get this object and this object and this object, and make it cut, click on the cut and rotate it a little bit so you can see the curve. So I'm going to go the other direction. Okay, so this way I did the cut, and this again. So this one is the cut, is exactly the center of the rectangle at the center of the curve. Here is the edge of the rectangle at the center of the curve. Here is the rectangle is exactly in the center of the shape, and this is the rectangle. The rectangle at the edge of the rectangle here is aligned with the center of the shape. Okay, let me get rid of this one. I don't need it anymore, so I'm gonna highlight it and delete it. Okay, we'll go to another subject about how you locate any object at any location you want. Okay, so let me start first by rectangle by center. I'm going to say rectangle by center, and this rectangle by center is 20. Okay, so it's going to be, I'm going to say it's 16, say 16 by, I'm going to lock myself first to this plane, that's fine, and then put 16 by what? By 60, 50, enter. Okay, so I have it. So I'm going to put it exactly in the center of the shape. So we click here, so it is exactly at the center of the shape. Okay, finish. Okay, Suppose I want to move or make a copy of this shape here at any location I want. So what you can do is, you see here under move, okay, you want to move, either you can move the whole thing to this location, or you can move a copy of it. If I want to move a copy of it, so I'm going to highlight the copy, make the copy on. So I highlighted the copy, so this way it becomes on. Okay, so now I'm going to highlight this shape here and say, okay, I need it to say at the step, I can use a smaller steps, like say 10 for example, but I need that. I move it to any location, and this location say 50 by 60. Okay, so I'm going to put 50 in the X direction, 50, enter, and for the Y direction 60. Okay, 60. Okay, enter. When I click on one of the coordinate axes, doesn't matter which one, so I'm going to click say in the X direction. So now if I go to this corner, or the lower left corner, it's going to draw it in this location. If I go to the other corner, it's going to draw in the upper location. If I go to right upper location, it's going to draw it this location, draw it this location. So let me draw it in this location. So I'm going to click. What happened is, and I can move it every time. So now if you want to measure the dimension, as exactly what we said you need the distance between the center here to the center here. I move it how much? We said we'll move it 50. It is exactly 50. Okay. Now what is the other one? I move it from the center here, this center here to the center here. So we said 60. Exactly. We moved it 50 in the X direction and 50, 60 in the Y direction in the bottom. But again, suppose I would like to double this one in a certain series. Okay, so what I can do is, again, I can under move, okay, and then I move with a copy. Okay, so and then I highlight this one and say, okay, I need to move it every, like say every 10. You don't have to, but anyway, and this X, what I'm going to say 20, enter, and the Y 50, 25, end. 25, 20, okay. So what I'm going to click on one of the coordinate axes. So this way I'm going to move this way, the other way, this way, the other way. Okay, so I'm going to click, so I get one. Then I move, I got another one, get another one. So move another one, get another one, and move another one. So this way I moved, escape to get out. So this means that I moved a copy of it every 20 in the X direction and 25 in the Y direction. Let me see the dimension from the center here. The center here should be 20. It is 20 to the center here. It is 20 to the center here. It is 20, and to the center here is 20. Let me do the other one. So from the center here to the new location here, so this should be 25, and to the other center here is going to be another 25, and to the center here is going to be 25, and to the center here is the other 25. So I succeeded to make a series of them every 20 in the X direction and 25 in the other direction, and this is how you make the copy. And make sure that, okay, the copy is highlighted, means that you don't move it, you move a copy of it. Okay, so now let's see if we can move the extrusion. That what you can do is just, you can highlight, select. I can select this one and shift, highlight this one, highlight this one, highlight this one, highlight this one. Okay, so let me move it around. Okay, so what you do there? Right, it's okay. click on the arrow. I'm gonna move, say 8, enter. So this way I was able to add copies or whatever at different location the way I wanted. Okay. The next item, which mainly is how can I draw a curve in 3 different ways. Okay. Suppose I want to draw a curve like say 60 millimeter and then a curve 40 millimeter. The same way we in the handout here, like okay, where it is? Oh, here it is. 60 millimeter and 40 millimeter and then 60 millimeter. So the easiest way is to draw, like we have a radius 40 and 60. I say I'm going to draw a line 100 and line 100. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I can go back here and say, okay, I'm going to draw a line, and this line, vertical line, I'm going to say the length is 100. Enter. And it's 90 degrees vertical. So I will go here, and then what? I'm going to go horizontal, another 100. Enter. So this way I draw 2 lines perpendicular to each other. Okay. The quickest way to make the curve is you could use fillet command. If you click on the fillet command and click on the corner here and make this curve here, the radius here is 40. So this is the quickest way to do the curve. The other way I can do it also is, so if you get the dimension, okay, let me see. This dimension is going to be the 60, and this radius is 40, and this dimension is 60. Okay, I can accomplish the same way. I can get the same curve by doing what? A line 60 and then use the arc, the tangent arc, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to start. This is the second way how to do it. That's the other way. So I'm going to click here. Okay, let me get a line first. Line. And this line is 60. And it is 90 degree vertical. Enter. So I'm gonna come here. Yeah, okay, let's just put it somewhere. Okay, so I will right click it out. So now the next step is just I need to make the curve. So I can do the curve by what? By tangent arc. I'm gonna click on tangent arc and then connect to this step here. And then you move the arc, and then you decide about what is the radius should be. So I'm going to say the radius should be 40, and I need the angle to be 90 degrees, completely 90 degrees. It's a quarter of a second. So it will do it right. Then right click, and then get the line, another line. You click on the edge here, and do 60 horizontal. When you see the horizontal touching and the horizontal, you put what? 60. Enter. Okay. So now you measure, right click it out or escape. So now let's measure the dimension. It is the same thing exactly. So this should be 60. The arc should be 40. And they should be 60. The third method to do it is a little bit lengthy one, but it does the job too, which mainly is I get the line 60, so the length is 60, and the angle is 90 degrees. Enter. So I'm gonna click here somewhere here. Okay. Right click to get out. Okay. Now let's move it a little bit. Okay. And then I choose what? Instead of the arc tangent, I'm going to use a circle by tangent circle. Tangent circle. Click on tangent circle, and this circle should have a diameter radius 40, so it's going to be 80. So I'm going to put 80. Okay. And then what? Come to the tip here, the tip of the line. I'm going to click. If I want to curve this way, I'll move this way. And I want to curve the other way, I'll move that. But I need it this way, so I'm going to click this way. And then get another line. Put it tangent to the circle here. And this is going to be horizontal. So it's going to move with me. Let me move this one from the way. And move horizontal. When I see it horizontal, it is horizontal now. So I'm going to put 60. Enter. Okay. Right click to get out, and then but here I need to do what? To delete the extra. So I'm going to go to trim and get rid of this circle. That's it. So now let's measure. So I got the same thing, which is 60, and this is 40. And this is 60. So as you can see, you can get the curve by three different methods. My recommendation, it's up to you. It is whatever you feel comfort with, do it. Okay. Let's go to another subject, which is mainly is I'm going to do the offset. Suppose I would like to do this this shape here, which is 100. The circle here, the radius is 30. And this one is 60. Okay, so what we can do is I can do it the same way, but like what we did before for the curve. So I can get like 130 means 130 and 130 and 60, and then we can do the offset of the fillet. Okay, so what I'm going to say, okay, let me show again. Okay, so go to solid edge, get a line. And this line is 130, so I'm going to put 130, enter, and click on vertical. Now let's make sure that the dimension is correct. So this is 130. It is 130, and I need the distance between this line and the z-axis should be 30. So I need 30. Okay, so now I get the line connected to the tip here. Go horizontal 60. When you see horizontal, just type 60. Enter, enter, and then you go up 130. When you see the dashed line, means that they are equal. Okay, you click. So I was able to get, and then you connect it to the other one. It's going to be horizontal. This is to tell you that you did it correct. Okay, now right click to get out and escape. Okay, now if I want to get the curve here, so I can say I'm going to use the same thing. I'm going to use the fillet, and I need the corner here to be what, 30, and I need here this to be 30. I'm going to put 30. Enter. And the other one is 30. Okay, it's going to be similar automatically. Okay, and then get rid of this extra line. Okay, so I was able to get the shape by using fillet. The same thing what I can do, so I can use what, the tangent arc. So what I can do, let me get rid of this one. Okay, so notice that this becomes 100 now. Okay, which is okay. Now we get to go to the tangent arc, and the tangent arc, the good thing is just if it is confined, like we're gonna go from this point, click on this point, and I'm gonna move till I touch the other point. Automatically it will make it as when I get the other point, it's gonna be half a circle. Okay, so I got it half a circle. Okay, this is by using what? The tangent arc. Another way of doing it, so now let me delete this one. The third way of doing it, I'm gonna get rid of this one. Circle by tangent, circle, tangent circle, tangent circle. Okay, the tangent circle, what the diameter is 60. I'm gonna put 60. Okay, and then I'm gonna click at the tip. Click at the tip, and I need this 60 to this direction or this direction. I know I need it to this direction. I'm gonna click. Once you see this, it is highlighted this bluish color. It means it is connected. So now if I go to trim, I'm gonna trim this part. Okay, so now it is connected now. Okay, so I'm okay. So now let's go to do the extrusion. Okay, so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home. So I'll go home. That's fine. And click on the shape here. Get to the other direction. I say 16. Okay, now I'm gonna click on use the sketches or use the sketches. Click on the sketch tool and then right click here, restore. So I'm restoring the sketch outside here because I need it for the offsets. Now I'm gonna click on the offset. Okay, here is the offset. So if you look carefully to the drawing, the offset is how much? The first offset is 10 and the second offset is 5. So instead of make it twice, okay, just do it at once. What I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna go back here. I say okay, when I have it 10, put 10, enter. I'm gonna go back here. Click on choose the curve, the shape or the chain. So then you go to inside. Okay, no, the whole thing. Okay, let me go to front. So now I'm gonna say, okay, I need to have it. Okay. So now offset. Okay, offset. I'm gonna highlight this offset. Okay, just that's correct. Okay, and then accept. When you go to accept, you go to either inside or outside. So I need it inside. How much? 10. Because I put 10 here. So I'm going to click inside. So I get the first one. I don't need the second one is not 10. I needed 5. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the 10 to be 5. So I'm going to put 5 here. Enter. So this way, when I put my mouse inside, the next one, and I click on. Did I put 50? No, not 30. 5. I put 5. Sorry. So when I put my mouse inside here, it's gonna make a 5 of the shape. So now I have two shapes. One with escape. Let me get escape so I can stop that. So I have two shapes. One is 10. The offset is 10, and then another one. The offset is 5. What I want to do, I need to make a groove inside for this one here, for the one inside here. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to tilt it a little bit. Okay, and then click on this. I'm going to click on the area in between. Here, the area in between, and then I want to go inside to make it cut. So I'm going to click cut. Okay, so we're going to go the other direction, and I need to go inside. How much? I'm going to go inside 5. Another 5. Okay. So this way I was able to do the groove. If you go back to the drawing here, I need to draw this shape here. And I can draw it the same way by either tangent circle or tangent arc. Okay, so let's see how we're going to do and what is the difference between both of them. Okay, so now let's get a circle here. So I'm going to lock myself to the front plane. I'm going to click on it. So now I locked to the front plane. So let me go to the front plane. Okay, circle by center. I'm going to put 40. End. So I'm going to put it anywhere I want. Let's say I put it somewhere here. Okay, and then another circle by center, which is 20. End. Highlight this one and go make a concentric with this one. So this way they are matched together, lumped together. Okay. Now let me put the dimensions. Make sure that it is correct. So now this dimension is 40. And this dimension is 20. Okay. I need the distance, say the distance from the center of the circle to the coordinate axis here is to be 40. So I'm going to put 40. And then from the center of the circle here to the x direction in the vertical one. So I'm going to go this way. It should be 40 again. I'm going to put 40. I'm going to put 40. Okay. Okay, so I got the location correct and everything looks fine. So now let me just move it down a little bit so I can see it better. Okay. Now to do the shape is, the first thing I'm going to do is I want to make a mirror of this one. So I'm going to click on the mirror and highlight the two circles. When they are highlighted, click on the Z axis. So exactly I'm making the same mirror for both of them. And then escape. So now I have the mirror. Okay, I don't need to put in dimension because they are already mirror the other one. Now to make the curve here, the easiest way and the cleanest way to me is just to get a circle, tangent circle, tangent circle. Okay, and this tangent circle, the radius is 50, so I'm going to put is 100, so 100 diameter. Okay, tangent circle. And all what you need to do is just to touch any point on one of the circle. So you're going to have a circle. And then it will move with you. And then you move your mouse till you touch the other circle here. When you see it is tangent, you click. And then what? Use the trim to get rid of this one. To me, this is straightforward and very nice. But also you can do the same thing using what? The tangent arc. I'm going to use the tangent arc. What you can say the radius here should be 50. Okay, and I need it to be done tangent. Is it tangent? Yeah, tangent. See this tangent here? You click. So, but now did it become 50? No, the radius it changed. So let me get the radius thing. So I'm going to say, okay, what is this radius? This radius is 50. Good. What about this radius? It changed. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so what you can do is just I'm going to say 50. Make it 50. Okay, so either you use the circle, tangent circle, or tangent arc. It does the same thing. So now what's left now is just to trim the extra line. So I'm going to trim this one, and then go to home and do the extrusion. Okay, this is fine, very fine. Okay, that's fine. So I want to make it 12, say 12 or something. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm able to do the stuff either by tangent circle or tangent arc. The last item I will cover in this tutorial mainly is if I have an object. So this is the last item in this tutorial is if I have an object and I need to move this object to the coordinate axis, either this object or this object. Okay, first of all, you have to be in the synchronous mode. And once you highlight the object, you will reveal the wheel. Suppose I want to move the corner here or the edge here to this location here, to the center here. Okay, so how you do it? So I'm gonna click. You don't move the wheel unless you move the wheel to location you want to do it there. You will do it on the other example. So you choose one of these arrows here. Choose the ball first. Click on the ball and drag it with you. You see, it will move with you where you want to move your mouse till I moved it to the center here. Okay, so now it is oriented. The arrow here was oriented to the center here. Then you click on the arrow. You see the arrow? Click on the arrow, and this will move with you till it comes here. So this way I moved it to the edge here. Okay. Okay. Now let's undo that. Okay. Show you another way, another example. Okay. Suppose I want to move this object or the center of this object to the origin, the coordinate axis here. Put the coordinate axis in the center of the object here. So again, what I'm going to do is, let me get rid of this one now. There's no need for it. So I'm going to highlight this one first. Why highlight it? To reveal the wheel. And you have to be in the synchronous mode. So I'm going to click on it. Okay, highlight it. So now the wheel will be. Now I'm going to move the wheel, go to the center, and move it, and I align it exactly with the center here. Where is the center? I should see this, the concentric. Okay, suppose this is the one. So what I'm going to say, okay, you move the ball, the head, the ball at the arrow. I'm going to move it to where? I'm going to drag it till with me. See, it is oriented toward the center here. So I'm going to put it there. Okay. So means that is oriented already. So now the next step is just to click on the arrow and then you start moving the shape till it comes exactly. When it comes here, it's going to be exactly in the center of the shape. Okay. Okay, this will end the tutorial session for this one. I hope that you like it. And again, this was mainly the main reason for these parts, that I got some email from some of the reviewer. They gave me their feedback, so this is why I came up with these ideas. But in the meantime, I would like first to thank you for watching the video, and I would love to hear your feedback. And this is the important of your feedback, is just to create some ideas that will be of interest to the reviewer. And if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and give it a thumb up. Have a wonderful day, and see you soon on another video. Bye-bye.